This actually isn't my paranormal experience, but it has to do with me. It has to do with a demon mimicking me to my dad. Hey guys, it's Brittany and welcome back to Brittyween 2025. So today I'm Trish from Jeepers Creepers, of course. Jeepers Creepers is like a staple on my channel. But the reason why I'm wearing these glasses is because I have a massive swollen eye. Give you a little sneak peek. I do have makeup. And my lighting actually might block it out pretty well. It is swollen AF, so yes, I had no choice but to wear glasses. It's awful, and I'm going to a Michael Jackson dance class in a few days. I don't want people being like, what is wrong with your eye? Because, girl, I don't know. It's like a clogged oil gland. I have no idea. I'm always asked all the time if I've had like a recent paranormal experience, if anything weird has happened. And I'm here to tell you one that I've never told anybody. This actually isn't my paranormal experience, but it has to do with me. It has to do with a demon mimicking me to my dad. I can't believe I've never told this story. This actually happened back in April of this year when I was in Calgary for the premiere of Clown in a Cornfield, which was amazing. I got to interview the cast and hang out with Friendo the Clown all night. So one morning, I think it was the second morning that I was there, I called my parents. That's what I did. I would call my parents every morning. They were asking like what I'm doing and like what's going on for the day and everything like that. And then my dad told me he heard me yesterday. I'm just like, what? You mean like on social media? And like, of course you heard me on social media. And he said, no, I heard your voice. I thought you were here. He truly thought I wasn't in Calgary anymore. Like, that just gives me chills. That just gives me chills. I wasn't even in the same province as him, you know? And he said he heard my voice, like, in the distance, like, calling out to him. It was my voice. I'm his only daughter. And he heard, he said it sounded identical to me. And he was just kind of confused and a little creeped out because it was me, but Veronica, like a very terrifying, creepy version of me. Like, this mimic does not know how to impersonate. I'm sorry, even though I didn't hear it. But it was calling out to my dad, like, in the distance. It was really weird the way he was describing it. And it started singing. And I actually sing a lot, like, around my family because I'm very comfortable with my family. So I'm always, like, randomly singing or, you know, whatever. And I asked him, like, what song was I singing? Or was the mimic singing? He didn't know. Like, come on, I'm probably usually, like, if that was me, I'd be singing Michael Jackson or Britney Spears or Linkin Park or him, you know what I mean? But he doesn't know. But he heard it was singing, but it was a creepy way of me singing. It was like something you hear in a horror movie. And then it just stopped. Oh no, he also heard stuff. He heard like it was coming from the bathroom, or like it was so random. He thought that like I left Calgary and then I was back in Ontario and I was just throwing stuff around and nothing was, he went to see what it was, like what was being thrown around and why I was there. And I wasn't there. Nothing was out of place. Everything was normal. And he never heard it again. But isn't that so creepy? Like, I have chills right now thinking about it. When he was telling me this over the phone, I was like, what? He thought I was like doing a prank or something. That's what he said. Like, I wasn't actually, like, I don't know. I was like, why would I do a weird ass prank like that? Like, I don't even prank people. So it was just kind of like a one-time thing. And I just find it really interesting how whatever it was decided to impersonate me when I'm not even in the same province. And that kind of freaks me out. And the fact that it took on like the singing, because the singing is very accurate. Like I said, you guys don't know that, but I sing a lot. I can't sing for shit. I'm just always singing. I pretend I'm a pop star all the time. The song I'm singing right now is The State of Ophelia. Oh my God. I stayed up until midnight until Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl came out. That is just my jam right now. But that is exactly what mimics do. Like, exactly. But he didn't know what a mimic was. So I was explaining to him over the phone what a mimic is, and that freaked him out. He was like, great, so there's a demon? And I was like, I don't know. Let me know if you hear me again. But I said, if you do hear me calling out to you, don't answer it. Just ignore it. Because the more you answer it, the more energy you give it, the more stronger it's going to come back, and it will attack, or like, I don't know, do something, right? So just never engage with a mimic. I mean, I want to, obviously. Oh, yeah, I should have told you guys that. That was back in April. But for me, recent paranormal experiences, I mean, I recently, back in September, I did investigate that house all by myself, which was so much fun. What I will say, though, is in the past month or so, I've had a lot of sleep paralysis, like a lot of it, a lot of weird intuitive dreams I've had. But it's not the same as, like, you know, experiencing something like physically, right? But I don't know. I won't say it in this video. If you want me to make another video, I will. I don't even know how to say it because people are going to think I'm crazy. I freaking levitated in my bed. I will say that. And I feel like no one would believe me on that, but I promise you, I freaking levitated in my bed. It was during sleep paralysis. And I was like in this nightmare. It was so weird. And you want to know what's even crazier? I fell asleep that night in my yellow raincoat because I was filming a Pennywise. If you go on my Instagram at BrittanyCrab44, I think I also posted it as a YouTube short. It's when I'm in my when am I not in my Pennywise raincoat? But I was in my Pennywise raincoat showing off my Pennywise purse that I recently purchased at Spirit Halloween. And I have like the Pennywise music in the background. That is the day before it happened. So the day I filmed that video, that night, I fell asleep in my raincoat. And it happened in my raincoat in like the early morning hours. So I think it's just funny because you'll float too. I freaking floated. I swear to you, I freaking floated. Not like, you know, to the ceiling, but I was in my bed floating. I promise you that. I guess I'm already telling you the story. I was like, maybe I'll save that for another video. I promise you that. I promise you. You'll float too. So I guess I got the Pennywise experience. But it all started out with a nightmare. I had this terrifying nightmare. I was alone in this house in the woods. And the whole time I'm freaking out. I was scared of the spirits. That's the first. I was so scared in that dream. Nightmare, really. I had to get out the whole time. I'm like, I have to get out of here. I have to get out of here. If I don't get out, like, I'm going to die. That's how I felt. And I remember the sun was setting, but you know, in dreams, how it's weird, like everything's kind of in slow motion. It's like, I couldn't leave, but I knew that I had to get out. And I just was panicking the whole freaking time. And the spirits were they made me feel horrible. It was the worst feeling I've ever felt. And I don't know why they were so evil, demonic, whatever. I don't know. When I woke up, I was paralyzed. And I knew, like, I remember thinking, oh my God, sleep paralysis. And I remember I was sweating. My heart was racing. And I floated. Just like a little bit. But I floated. I promise you that. And then I remember when I was floating up, I just came back down. And that's when I could move again. I wasn't paralyzed. And I just laid there. I was texting my friends, my two friends, and I'm like, I just levitated. Girl, I just levitated. And I sent one of my friends a selfie of me like laying in my bed with my Pennywise raincoat. I was like, girl, I fell asleep in my Pennywise raincoat, my Georgie raincoat. I don't know. So I mean, that was crazy. So I haven't levitated since, but I've had a lot of sleep paralysis since. Like, this was a week or so ago. I had a sleep paralysis. There was an entity on my chest. Like, I woke up, I was paralyzed, and I couldn't move. Obviously, I'm paralyzed. And I just felt something pressing, like sitting on my chest and like holding me down. And I was trying so hard to open my eyes. And I remember I was like squeezing my eyes open, like trying so hard. And then I saw to my right, which looked like Raiden from Mortal Kombat, but he was red. And Raiden has always freaked me out ever since I was a kid. I don't know what it is. Like the old video games of Mortal Kombat freaked me out, especially Scorpion and Reptile, and Sub-Zero, they all freak me out. Like, they terrify me. I know I make no sense. They terrify me. But I saw Raiden and he was all red, and he was watching me, and it's almost like he was the one that was controlling the entity on top of me, holding me down. And then eventually, like, you know, you snap out of it and they go away and you can move again. But yeah, that's what I've been experiencing lately. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed these stories. I need to start doing my viewers ghost stories again. It's been a hot minute since I've done that. I remember I had an email. I don't even think I can get into that email anymore because of the password. Your girl needs help. But anyways, let me know down below what you think about my dad's mimic situation. He hasn't heard me since, or, you know, anything weird like that. Oh my God, Annabelle's staring at me. I have all my haunted dolls. They're my live studio audience. They're all watching me, but I think I did a good job. You guys should see Annabelle right now. She's holding a picture of Robert. I'll show you. Here's the picture of Robert. She holds it because that's her boyfriend. So yeah, this would be a good thumbnail. I don't know. Anyway, there you go, girl. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, you rock my world in the song lyrics of Michael Jackson. Hashtag team Birdie44. Hashtag Runs. Hey. And I will see you in my next video. And hopefully my eye situation gets better, because it's pissing me the fuck off. I'm over it. But in my next video, I'm probably going to be wearing a Jason mask. So I'll see you then. It's going to be a game, I'm pretty sure. So I'm excited. A new game that I haven't played before. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.